All right, morning. This is the day of the delivery. I was going to try to take a shower, but apparently everyone else was too. And annoyingly, there was like 5 or 6 shower rooms that were out of order. So, yeah, this is not too impressive of a terminal. One, the parking's a step up from Jurupa Valley, but not much. Especially in some of those areas, the angled parking, which is just a little bit. I mean, I guess they're okay for trailers, but once you start putting trailers and trucks in those angled parking areas, you're gonna have difficulty. It was not really meant for trucks and trailers. Trailers probably, and then that's it. Because other than that, in my opinion, it's a little too tight. Especially when you have a lot of new drivers out there that are still trying to figure things out. There are other areas to park here, unlike Jurupa Valley, where if it's full, well, there's not too much else you can really do. There's a big room with a lot of unused space. There's no actual little store, with a machine to buy stuff. It's just vending machines and then a TV that's got, the CNN Clown News Network playing on it. And yeah, from what one shower room I could see from yesterday, it looked like it was the design that we've seen in the other ones. Maybe not as nice, but just kind of similar. But that's what I've seen on this terminal. Oh, also, you need your badge. If you want to be able to get in, you got to use your badge to get in. So, but that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the pre-trip, and we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Well, if I said it once, I've said it a dozen times. It's not a killer awesome trucking episode unless something goes wrong. Apparently, the 3 lights... there are 4 lights up there on the top. They're not working. I could have sworn they were working yesterday, but when I do my pre-trip today, they're not working. None of them. It's not like one light bulb is out or 2. It's just like all 3 of them are not working. I wiggled, I pulled in the electrical cable in and out, and still it didn't work. So we're gonna go ahead and head over here to the shop, find out where the trailer thing is at, and I'm gonna see if that's a quick fix that they can do. Well, I had an interesting conversation with a mechanic. He was the only one there. But I just went to him and say, yeah, this trailer, the 3 lights on the back aren't working. And he's like, oh, we can get it fixed for you. It could be just a connection or something like that. And he made the comment. He's like, hey, these drivers, they don't report this stuff. They just leave it for the next driver to worry about. And I'll be honest with you, I was very tempted to just take off. To just take off and not worry about the stupid lights. But with my luck, and if you've been watching the series since the beginning, with my luck, I'd be pulled over for an inspection, and they'd be checking the lights, and it wouldn't work, and yeah. Also, it's kind of interesting that it's weird how this all kind of ties together, but there was a notice not long ago that apparently there's a lot of failed inspections that are happening because people aren't doing their pre-trips. Interesting how all that ties together, isn't it? failed pre-trip inspections. People either aren't doing their pre-trips, or they do them and they're like, "Yeah, screw it," and they just keep driving. No, I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly what's going on, and I know why I keep getting screwed, because I try to do the right thing, and a lot of these other drivers don't, because they got to keep their wheels turned. They got to make that money, right? Yeah. Bunch of crap, if you ask me. But anyways, I am going to be taking the truck over there, so let's go ahead and get this done. You can see that the lights are on, but up there they're not on at all. Does it even have light bulbs? Because from here it doesn't look like it has light bulbs. We're in the truck. We can't run it because they're working on the trailer, even if it's hot outside. Normally they don't let you be in the truck, but they're letting us stay in here. I don't know how long it's going to take. It could be an easy fix. It could be longer. He says if it is going to be something that's going to take longer, we can go ahead and drop it and go park our truck somewhere. But right now we're just gonna hang out. I've got that fan right there kind of turned on. It's not really doing much for Spice. Works decently there for me though. I'm gonna grab the other one. I'll hook it up and I'll aim it towards him. The guy says it was fixed, but it doesn't look fixed to me. I don't understand. I was told the maintenance bay here was good, but at the moment they're working, but earlier they were going on and off, on and off, on and off. So I am not really sure what to think on this thing. It's a 2008 trailer. Of course it's going to have problems. Why do we still have 2008 trailers? Who knows? Biggest trucking company in the freaking country, and we can't get rid of these crappy trailers. Mechanic had me turn it off for a bit. He had me turn it back on. I've got that fan turning right now. You know what this... You know the videos where you see, like a propeller airplane, and you kind of see like it's not turning all the way? Kind of reminds me of that. Sorry, just off topic, completely off topic. Talk it. I don't know. Talk about what? I don't know. I got another fan back there for Spice. I got two of these things. I can't be the only one with this problem. I can't be. How many other Swift drivers out there, don't be shy, how many of you out there are having these same types of issues? Where you get a trailer and it's just absolute trash. And it's a load that's going to get you where you need to go. What do? Do you just drop the trailer and try to take something else? I'm really curious. First of all, other Swift drivers, I want to know how many of you are coming across this problem. Okay, sorry, jump cut. What? Jump cut. It's when you jump to the left and do the time warp again. Alright, so it looks as though the lights are working now. He said he replaced a corroded wire. So hopefully that's all it is. Hopefully it doesn't go out while we're driving. And then DOT pulls us over and Well, I took a picture of it. I got a video of it, so there you go. First way.
Truck number? Okay, you can pass.
Okay, thank you. So went ahead and got the thing scaled, and you may be thinking, wait a minute, weren't you somewhere else? Yes, I was. I was over there. I came over here and parked. I parked at the Road Ranger. Folks are like, what the hell? Killer awesome trucker, killer gamer. Shep, Bon Shep, what are you doing? Why'd you scale over there and park over here? I like Loves. Actually, the parking lot's not too bad. It's just that this place has a Church's Chicken here, which I haven't been to in a while, and I wanted to get one of their chicken sandwiches because it's close to lunch. So I'm gonna get out and look for a place to walk so I can go, pay for the scale. Then I'm gonna come back here. This will give me time to lay out some food and water for Spice, so that way he can have lunch as well. The load's not over 34,000 pounds, but there was a message to say to scale before you leave Laredo. Well, that's why we stopped at the Loves briefly. I mean, I just figured it was a good idea to get it weighed, because that's what the message said. I'm just following instructions, just doing what it says. I had a feeling it was going to be okay, but man, Texas, there's like DOT officers around every corner and weigh stations and all this other stuff. I just figured, you know what, maybe probably a good idea for me just to cover myself and just get it weighed. Anyway, the load came from Mexico, so I mean, for all I know, the paperwork could be wrong in regards to the weight. I've seen that happen before, so oh well. That's probably why there was a note saying weigh them before you leave Laredo. Okay, we left Laredo, but I just wanted to get out of the area. Didn't go too far. All right. It's time to go to church. Alright, so I did not get their chicken sandwich. I had gotten their smokehouse deal, which comes with a half a chicken, which that's what it looks like, and a biscuit and some mashed potatoes and a drink. Alright. I haven't had churches in a long time. Let's see how it is. Haven't had it in a long time. I guess it's still good. Okay, that was a little bit longer than what I wanted to take, but there's a good reason. So another trucker actually approached me, and I rolled my window down and said, "Hey," and he was like, "Hey man, what's it like to driving for Swift?" My thought was, "Do you really want to know?" I told him, no, it's good. I mean, it has its challenges. It has a lot of challenges, but, he was asking, do you get home much? And I said, yeah, they try to get me home when I ask. And I've been, from the east to the west, and he doesn't like staying out more than 2 weeks. And I said, well, I stayed out, a month and a half, but that was by my choice. But, no, we had a really good conversation. I told him I'm a YouTuber, and and stuff. He didn't ask for my channel name. I don't like try to force it on someone. You know, I just say, hey, you know, I'm a YouTuber. I got a series and stuff. And if they ask, then I'll go ahead and tell them. But I don't like to like, you know, say, hey, I'm on YouTube. Go watch it. Here's the channel. Here's the link. Go look it up right now. Get out and look. No, I don't. I don't do that. So I just like to let people know, hey, you know, I'm doing a series. If you want to see my adventures, they're there. And if they're interested, they'll either look for it or they'll ask me, hey, well, what's the channel? So, you know, I just kind of I give the invitation, and then I leave it up to them. You know, I kind of like, here's the ball, toss it in your court. What do you want to do? But who knows? He may be already watching by now. And if so, hey, didn't get your name, but it was good meeting you. At the Road Ranger in where? Elfinus? The hell am I at? I don't know. Whoops. Okay, I've overstayed my welcome. Time to leave. So we're south of San Antonio at a pilot, and that's because this all started to come up. So it looks like adaptive cruise control is not working. There's an ABS light that's not working. I'm not sure what that is. Anti-skid, I guess. It's kind of blinking there. There's another one up there that's not working. But yeah, this can't be good. See that? My co-pilot is taking a chill pill. Ain't that right? Yeah. I don't know why you keep stressing out. I'm just gonna lay here. All's good. Okay, so I let the truck cool off. I got it turned on. It's not, it doesn't have the warning lights. What we're going to do, I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to slow it down to 60 miles per hour. I'm not going to push it. I'm just going to keep on going. I'm going to keep an eye on it. And I'm going to... We're going to head to the Lancaster terminal. I don't want to try to push this delivery tonight. I want to be able to get there safely. Because, I don't know, I mean, there may be something else that might come up too, so. Alright, well, let's get going and we'll see how far we get. 3 hours away from Dallas, Fort Worth, Roanoke, that whole area here. We're at a rest stop, safety rest stop. Think we've been to this one before, but no problems. Hasn't sprung up or anything like that, so that's not bad. But gonna take a short break here, and I'll just, double check, make sure lights and everything are still working. Those are kind of pretty clouds, actually. We have just under 4 hours. I think we're within distance of the Lancaster terminal. I don't know. It's telling me 291 miles, but Google Maps is telling me something else. Yeah, I mean, it can't be 200 some miles, so this needs to update. But, well, heck, you know what? Let's just stop that, go back, and try. See, why does it say 250 miles? Is it really that far away? Can't be.
In 1.25 miles, take exit 283.
See, how is that
on the
possible?
right.
300 miles? That doesn't make sense.
268.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Did I pick the wrong one? I picked Laredo. That's why. Yeah, we want to go back where we came from.
Continue on safety.
That's better. Yeah, we'll be able to make that, no problem. As far as the load itself, it would be after 8 o'clock by the time we get there. Question is, are they going to be available? I don't know. But let's just go ahead and drive, and most likely we'll be at Lancaster, but if not, I guess I'll see you at our next stop. We're here, Spice. All that driving. We're here. We're at the Lancaster terminal. Meow meow. Meow meow. And that's how much time I've got left on my 14-hour clock. And it would have been another 30 minutes to get to the place, not including the time to drop, find an empty, get place to park. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. So that empty trailer, this loaded trailer, this 2008 trailer really screwed us.